Sadness has been absent for a lot of the marketing for Inside Out 2, but I think this new TV spot gave us a hint of where she is now. Here is the TV spot right here. It doesn't really give us too much. There is some new footage of like Riley and her friends, but the main shot I really wanted to talk about was anxiety constantly like pushing the control panel, and it looks like something really bad is happening over at headquarters. But if you look really, really closely, like if you pause just a blink and you'll miss it, you will actually see sadness behind anxiety, which confirms that sadness actually made it back to headquarters. I learned this from my friend Filmtastic, but he was talking about in this video of why Sadness isn't with the rest of our characters is because she's actually climbing up the travel tubes to get back to headquarters to probably like, I don't know, try to find a way to get our characters back into headquarters. And I think that Sadness actually does this successfully, but then anxiety kicks the emotions right out, which is why we see that shot in the trailers when all of our characters get kicked out, except for Sadness. All of them just get thrown away, but sadness stays because anxiety probably needs her for something or for this situation that Riley is going through. Another prediction that I have is I think that sadness knows what's going on with Joy and anxiety, and she's kind of starting to see the similar pattern of how Joy treated her in the first movie. And I think that shot of when fear, disgust, anger, and joy are on the parachute, they're slowly going to land into the memory dump. And again, just like the first movie, Joy's going to look at a memory or something that's going to remind her of anxiety. She's going to learn a lesson, and then they're going to be able to get back into headquarters. And this time, they'll be able to talk it out, fix the issue, and well, if that was actually true, that would feel too much like the first movie, but I hope they make it distinct and different enough where it doesn't feel like a rehash, but all these shots in the trailers really tells me that this is kind of how the movie is going. Now, I do think this is pretty interesting because I like how they're making Sadness, again, more useful because, well, Riley needs her, and they did say that in the first movie. But my only complaint or like issue, and I'm worried about this, is that Sadness may not get the amount of screen time that people may want, or maybe it'll be like the first movie where, if you've seen the trailers, you don't think that anger, fear, and disgust will get much screen time, but each character does get their own moment and screen time, which I hope they do that with this movie. But what do you guys think about Sadness being back in headquarters while the rest of our emotions are pretty much gone? What are your predictions on Inside Out 2, and how excited are you for this movie when it hits theaters in about 3 weeks? But that's pretty much it for this video, everybody. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time.